guess I could just turn on my mic and talk normally. That would be easier than typing everything, since I don't have to. Yeah, I found that image. I always run the game from the folder I installed it to, and I found that image there. So I thought I'd share it with you. Oh my gosh, I seriously once got cast in a college show because I could do an evil laugh. I could actually do a wide variety of evil laughs. Can I do them now? Let's see. I can try. So you got... And then you have the one I did earlier. And then I can do... Which is always a good one for like a witch or an imp or something like that. And I can do your melodramatic villain, your melodrama villain. Thank you. I spent probably too much of my childhood trying to develop evil laughter. My natural laugh is extremely high-pitched. I mean, you've all heard it many times at this point, so you're all familiar with it. Yeah, I got some of that going on too. That's how you know that you laugh for real. So the name of this image, in case anyone is curious, is Happy Thoughts, with an X where the A goes and an X where the O goes. So it's Happy Thoughts. This is a very happy picture. Aren't we all happy about this picture? How can you be a that hoe over there when you're here? Let's give another minute or two to see if Drew's gonna get here, and then we'll get started. Because he's about the only one we're missing from our regular crew. You should know by now, Eddie, that we never get started on time, because I'm always afraid someone's gonna miss out. And I'm like, I gotta wait and make sure, because I don't want somebody to miss anything. Did you all see the lovely GIF I put in my going live tweet? It's adorable, and you should check it out. Sometimes, not always, usually not just you, either. Drew is a frequent person we're waiting for. We waited for Tally and Cinema when I didn't know if they were gonna be here. I never have to wait on Eddie. Eddie's always here like 5 minutes on time. 5 minutes ahead of time. I'm feeling pretty good. But again, I've been playing Persona 3 all night, so I'm like hyped. I am madly in love with that game. I don't think I could properly explain how much I love that game. It's given me a desire to continue living. It's killed my depression. At least temporarily. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. How are you feeling? Oh boy, are you having fun yet? No, we gotta play this while I'm hype. I'd rather, like, kill my buzz than kill my life. Know what I mean? Whenever I'm hype, that's when I'm like, alright, now bring on the really good stuff that's also depressing. I can take it now. If worse comes to worst, I can always boot up Persona 3 again after the stream and just not sleep tonight. Shakespeare! You're here! I have not played Persona 3 Dance, so I'm waiting till after I play Persona 3. Thanks for the subscription and the great stream. I hope you have a good sleep, my friend. Oh, it's magic, you know. Do it. It is a massive soundtrack, and it is lovely to listen to. There are very few songs that I listen to on the Persona 5 soundtrack that I'm just like, I don't care about this song. I love them all. Good, do it. And then you can tell me how to dance. Because it just became easier rather than sitting there like in Persona 5 waiting for everyone to show up. I was like, I have Persona 5 Dance. That way I'm at least playing something. So I play a few songs at the beginning of the stream while we wait to see if anybody's showing up. I don't know what I did with my sample disc from the Take Your Heart edition. I'm not sure I ever actually put it on my computer. Alright, let's go ahead and get this started. It looks like Drew's just gonna have to be a little bit late. Oh, they're out there, buddy. I have like 3 copies of each of them. Do 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 do. Bing. All right. Do do ba 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 da ba ba. There we go. And shrink it just a little bit more so we don't lose anything on the bottom. Yeah. Hey, there's Drew. We waited just long enough. Yeah, that was still left over from when my Streamlabs blew itself up and just made everything 5 times bigger than it needed to be. Because I hadn't played this since then. Alright, we're going. We're doing this. I almost clicked new game, even though my mouse wasn't there. We are on Wednesday, October 17th. It's the day of the festival, y'all! Your life is now complete. Of all the days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Sayori was the neighbor girl with the massive depression, yes. And Yuri is the girl who helped us paint the banner, who, I'm pretty sure at this point she cuts herself. So she's also depressed. Oh, well, I was like, you should have bought that! And then I saw not for sale, so I guess you should not have bought that. Because when I hear Jubilee, I think of the X-Men character. And then I would get confused. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. She did have a very memorable outfit anyway. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival, but not Monika or Natsuki. That's a bummer. Oh, $100 is not even close to enough. I think it's $50, possibly $60 just for the soundtrack. Unsigned. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. Hokius! Well, there you go. That sounds like a plan. Oh, my face froze. Why did my face freeze? Why would it do that? This is payback for the time I paused that makeup video on the girl who was making a stupid face. We're back! It was all part of the scariness. Here's my face. I don't know if it was related either. Hokius, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it. Yes, because that's the easiest way for me to do the accent. Stop pointing out my tricks! So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. Thank you, Joker! That dummy. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I'm going to reach through the monitor and punch digital me. I'm gonna do it. He knows what's going on now. There is no excuse for any of what he just said. Zero. And I hate him. Forever. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. That's right, you should feel awful. You're the worst. I don't care if he's a high school student, I hate him. I also hated me when I was a high school student, so... I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? You should take a little responsibility for her, Hokius. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monika, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But... Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monika is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason, I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. I mean, I guess I could have done it that way, but I was trying to take a little artistic liberty. I'm sorry! Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grab one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flip through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flip to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Alright, I'm on with it. I had to read the poem. That's the poem. You don't want me to just, skip part of the poem, do you? That's not... I mean, she wrote that. And we're in love with her. All of us. You're in this with me now. That's right. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Hokius? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself! Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori! Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? Why didn't that work?
Darkness.
My face is frozen again. What on earth is going on with the stuff? This is a bad time for a camera freeze. Alright, here we go. But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Saya! That's what I was afraid of. Should I go open this file? Or keep going? That's one way to put it, yes. Let's see, traceback.txt. I'm sorry, but an uncaught exception occurred. While running game code file rnp/common/00start.rpy line 256 in script Python in module restart top context. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec, I could probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one that's making this so difficult. Well, here goes nothing. Oh geez. Oh man, now I know exactly what's going on because of the spoilers I got before. Restart there's a whole bunch of other script stuff. Yup. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec. I could probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one making this so difficult. Well, here goes. Yup. Hello, J. Maria Greywall. Alright then, Jojo. There's a log file here too. What? Oh, line 307. Right. Oh, I have to open this in Notepad++ if I'm going to figure out which line is 307. It doesn't go to 307. Oh, it's line 307 in the script. Game script chapter 5.rpy. I don't see that file. That doesn't appear to be a real file. Anyway. Jeez. You guys are terrible. Like, in the best way, and I love you, but... What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Hang on. There. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That is pretty cool. It's kind of terrifying, but also cool. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. You know, the spoilers still wouldn't have mattered if I hadn't gone looking for that text file. I could have just been in blissful ignorance. Oh well. The spoiler really takes the impact out of what just happened, though. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. That's not the spoiler I'm talking about, but I don't want to say what I'm talking about because in case this is new to anyone else. I think it's still new to Drew. So I don't want to say anymore. He may not have been here when that spoiler was revealed. Yeah, so... Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. I almost had that, Jojo. That was almost in my head to say, and it didn't quite get there. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it's always been. Oh, jeez. The puns! The puns! Then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Okay, that line is irritating to me. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, that is a level 9 irritation. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough, and now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 And... oh. Well. What the heck? The heck? That's weird. This is just start a new game, right? I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's blah blah blah. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we already saw all this, so... oh my gosh, thank you for the bits, Eddie! Have good ice cream and cake, and I'm gonna have a adorable Yeti head, apparently. But not for long. Okay, so I just skipped over all this. But, basically, he's reliving the morning thing, except he's talking about how he's always walked to school alone and he doesn't know any girls. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Excuse me, all the girls in the chat that like the anime, raise your hands. Pretty sure that's all of you that are girls in the chat. Pretty sure. So, he is wrong again! There could be girls in the anime club. I retweeted a thing the other day that was like, don't you just sometimes just wish you could be a cute anime girl? I said, if you're a girl in the chat and you like anime, raise your hand. Because he said there wouldn't be any girls in the anime club. Because girls don't like anime, you see. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Fujoshi? Hokius? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyways? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Whoa. It's freaking me out, man. Freaking me out. Oh, I forgot to change the counter. And then I forgot how to increment the counter. There we go. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Hokius! By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could, at the very least, visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how can I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I can check it out. Alright, so let's... What? Did I lose all of my saves? Can I not load anymore? She deleted my saves! Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That's Monica. Oh, sorry. Somebody deleted my saves. Well, I didn't realize it was a hint. I thought it was just irritating. So we have to start over again. That's irritating as heck. Wait, go back. That's not weird at all. The new game looks like new game again. Oh, I needed a better hint that it was going to delete my saves. Oh, geez. So now we got to do it, like, all over again. Except, like, this weird way. Oh, awesome. You're really sweet, Hokius. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Yeah, but this isn't real life. Is it? Please tell me this isn't real life. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Real life doesn't loop either, that's true. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. It's deja vu! The Matrix has got me! I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Eh? Whoa. Why you gotta freak me out, game? A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Hokius. All words escape me in this situation. Here. Where are you? There you are. There, Kenny. Now you should be able to do it. Congratulations! Kenny, you're now a mod. It's just no S. Everyone applaud for Kenny! This club is full of incredibly cute girls! So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. Sayori was the vice president before, right? It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Hokius in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry, I didn't forget that. I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Man, I don't even get any cupcakes this time. What a bummer. Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Hokius? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. No cupcakes! Because nobody told Natsuki to make them. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Oh, that was me. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. The darkest timeline. The one without the cupcakes. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting in all the effort to learn something, start something brand new. Like I just had to do? Is the game mocking me right now? Is the game mocking? The game is mocking me right now, isn't it? Or applaud? I guess it's technically applauding me. It's like most people wouldn't start something brand new. I don't know. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Thanks, Breezy. See you later. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. That would be amazing. And then you have to have him stand still and no one notice him, though. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Hokius, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity, yada yada yada, telling a good story in a foreign world, passionate about reading. Terry Crews, I don't know Terry Crews. She seemed, but it's obvious her eyes light up. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. That's true. Once. One time I read a horror book. It was Vic and Frank, Necromancers by R.W. Snyder. It was amazing. I recommend everyone reads it. It's on Amazon. Go get it right now or after the stream. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. This is not a paid advertisement. It's an unpaid advertisement. Have you considered reading Vic and Frank, Necromancers by R.W. Snyder? It's on Amazon. Highly recommended. You should check that out, Drew. FNAF lit. Conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes... Like, I just want to, like, zoom through to find out what happens next. But I guess you all don't want me to do that. You know what book is good? Vic and Frank, Necromancers by R.W. Snyder. It's a really good book. Have I mentioned it before? It's a really good book. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, is it? Okay, the skip button is not available, so it's not stuff I've already seen. I would never lie! I'm George Washington, and I cannot tell a lie. I did chop down that cherry tree. And also, you should read Vic and Frank, Necromancers by R.W. Snyder, available at Amazon now. Am I done promoting that book? I don't know. You don't know. No one knows. Oh, why's that? Well, I just Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind at last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. It's Heath Ledger, isn't it? I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. You're going to hell anyway, don't kid yourself. Besides, now that we have a new member... So, you pretty much have to tell us at this point, I think. All in favor say aye. Aye. And I'm the streamer, so my vote counts for 272. Ah, there's 273. 274. I knew the moment I said everyone say I was going to get like 500 different spellings of the word I, you know, like I, and then the I, and then I figured I'd get Robin Williams. Yes, that makes sense. Do you agree as well, Hokius? Yeah, there you go. Little Japanese I. Not that it's not pronounced, those two letters aren't pronounced I in other languages too. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Seems to be a little bit of extra red in Natsuki's eyes. Is that just me? I feel like she's a Terminator. But I'm sorry, I'm sure Robin Williams absolutely forgives you. He didn't seem like the kind of guy who would hold a grudge. The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. So I can see why we're probably going to be playing this Monday. I don't know. I still see some red in her pupil. Yeah, okay, but Disney screwed him with money. And, like... I learned the whole thing at one point, and then I forgot it. So, I'm sorry. But it was what's the word I'm looking for? Extenuating circumstances. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Hokius. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. I remember that from Love, Chunibyo, and other nonsense. Yeah, that was something like that. Like, I watched a video that, like, gave all the details and everything. Yes. And if we don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Lindsay Ellis did a good what? Oh, yeah, that's the one I watched. I watched hers. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Hokius? Yeah, it could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really left after all this, I would be super pissed. Hokius, I'm so happy. Yeah, you are. You're pretty much an S-tier everything. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Oh my, everything she can for a great time. Oh. Too much? That was too much, wasn't it? I'm sorry. Thanks, I guess? What do you mean, thanks, I guess? Why is he always wrong? Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. I don't know. Monica looks over at me once more. Hokius, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? You know, honestly, Kenny, I think I would have figured it out without the spoiler based on what happened to the title thing, in addition to the log file. Yup, he is. He really, really is. But that's okay. I was pretty messed up when I was a teenager, not gonna lie. None of you would want to be friends with teenage Hokius, trust me. Probably should have. Could have named him Hokius. I was not an edgelord. I was just like an irritating, horrible person. I would have been better if I was an edgelord. Though that reminds me of the time that Chuck Wendig blocked me and told all of his followers that I was an edgelord. So not to ever talk to me. And I'm still mad about that. Yeah, I wouldn't be friends with teenage me either. Teenage Hokius was a teenager before 4chan and YouTube. Chuck Windig. He's a writer. He's got a check mark next to his name. I disagreed with him about something on Twitter, so he told all of his followers I was an edgelord and to never speak to me, and then he blocked me. I am older than you. Yes, I am. Oh! Kenny with the burns. This is why you're my newest mod, Kenny. Because you know what's up. I've lived many centuries. Oh, you just had... Okay, so, who here has heard of Giguk, the YouTuber, the anime YouTuber? Ah, so yeah, Cinnamon knows what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's an anime YouTuber, his name is Giguk. I've been watching a lot of his videos lately, and he keeps pointing out this anime thing where they make characters that look like little girls, like 8 to 12 years old, and then they're like, but really, she's an eldritch being, and she's 582 years old, so it's okay to, like, lust after her. I will take that as a compliment, Quint Vivo. Lenscat Productions does not sound familiar to me. I can't define any period of my life with music. But yeah, so apparently that's me. I am the centuries old lolly. You're all welcome. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. Shota? Is that what that is? Good to know, good to know. I hadn't ever actually heard that term. It's cool. Is there a male equivalent of tsundere? Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. I hope so, because I have a feeling we're gonna have to do a couple more too. Cranky boy. Will I really be happy spending every day in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright! Oh, tsundere is gender neutral. Good to know. See, I'm learning things. I love learning. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Poem time! I have unlocked a special poem. Oh, okay. There's other dere beside tsundere? Tsundere? I'm trying to pronounce it correctly and failing miserably. A special poem. Are we getting in a cab and headed for Bel Air? Okay, you have to define all those for me now. Can you hear me? What? What the heck? That was creepy! When I originally defined Scream, it was supposed to be like when it made me actually scream, like with a jump scare, but, this game doesn't seem to be jump scares, it's creep things, so when it's creepy enough to make me do that, we'll call it a scream. I bumped the counter! Choose Sayori words in protest. Okay. What are Sayori words again? They're emotions, right? Shame? Oh, that's hers. Suicide? Bittersweet emotions. Bliss? Well, that's hers. Dere dere is sweet and loving. Yon sickly. Oh. Shame on you. Gosh, I don't even see any words for Sayori. Extreme? I wanted to romance Natsuki this time. I am definitely tsundere. Hope? She's getting all the emotions now. So I guess... Well, I've already done a whole bunch of Yuri, so I guess just keep going with Yuri? Okay, hang on. Pause. Time out. What do you all... Who do we want to pick? Everybody vote. Natsuki route. Okay, we've got 2 Natsukis, a Yuri. I knew you'd be Yuri. Any other votes? 3 Natsukis. Looks like you're outvoted, Drew. Alright, so we need food? Cute things, isn't it? Ask my hut. Cute and food. Bunnies are cute. Clouds are cute. Boops are cute. Boops are the cutest. I love boops. Fluffy. And fireflies. And vanilla. And sunny. And a rainbow. Oh, I didn't mean to click whatever I clicked. Anime? Yeah! Anime! Milk is food. Puppy! Strawberry. And lipstick. Who doesn't love lipstick? I love some lipstick. Fireworks. And finally, pink. Hi again, Hokius. Let's save. Can't believe she deleted my saves. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Did you all saw that, right? That wasn't just me? Because I only kind of saw it out of the corner of my eye. But you all... Somebody tell me you saw that. Okay. What was it? Because I saw movement out of the corner of my eye. It was creepy. But I didn't... What was it just like a glitch? Or was it something specific? Pixelated. Okay. Thanks for keeping your promise, Hokius. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. What you doing? That definitely was. Is it my imagination, or is the music just ever so slightly out of tune? Slightly out of tune. Oh, hi, Natsuki! Oh, you're fine! It's all good! Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. What's the stars, Maria? Maria, I just met a girl. Oh my gosh, it did! The heck? Everything is off kilter. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. What? I can't. I think we might be, Drew. That's another one, Kenny. She's blocking the text. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated by what? What defeated her? Huh? Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Hokius. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointing glance. What is going on? I have no idea what's happening anymore. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki... Oh, Monica said, Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh, did she say that before? I feel like she wasn't quite so, aggressive towards Natsuki last time. But maybe I'm wrong. Anyway. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. Is it getting more tilted as time goes on? Or is that my imagination too? Okay, Jojo. You okay there? So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. Ah, no, it's not that, Yuri. Don't get motion sick. Is Yuri tilting? I feel like Yuri is also tilting. Everything is tilting. I want to try to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. You weren't my friend yet when I tried to play Kingdom Hearts stream. You remember that, Kenny, when I got sick from the water effects in Atlantica? I tried to stream it all in one day, and about 10 hours in, we got to Atlantica, and the water effects made me physically ill. It was awesome. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. I mean, I was being sarcastic about it being awesome. I actually saved Kingdom Hearts 1's playthrough on my YouTube channel, so you can watch me getting sick if you want sometime. One sec. I'm sorry, I had to blow my nose, or I was going to choke on my own mucus. And I mute and hide myself so that you don't have to witness that disgustingness, but then I just described it for you, so that's not any better. Anyway, phew, well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh, the classroom untilted. Hooray! Untilted classroom. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ah! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Excuse me. You looking for something in there? Ooh, that's a lot of manga. Fucking Monica! Okay, that's funny. That's very funny. Apparently she didn't actually reply. This is going the M's just forever. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. Duke Lemonhead. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. I haven't watched Adventure Time, so I don't know what I sounded like to try and do it again. The classes happen, but they're boring, so we don't pay attention, and then we just go straight to club time. And as far as the story goes, how did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? Is it... I don't see it on my face. I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. This guy has a very high opinion of his manga taste. And I'm not here for that, because I have a very low opinion of my manga taste, because literally all I've read is Rosario plus Vampire. That's it. If you're gonna judge, you could go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Hokius. Consider this a... Oh, what the... A lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a book! In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. Did you disapprove of my demon voice? I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe.
Darkness.
What's moe again? I used to know this, but I forgot. Like super cute? Is that what moe is? Well, it probably should be. Cute, okay. How is Moe different from Kawaii? Awkwardly adorable, okay. Excuse me. Don't just stand there! Ah! Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I'm going to be Kawaii and Moe! I guess it's easier to be closer together like this. I always fail in the cutest ways. I guarantee it. Yup, that's me. I do that every morning when I get ready for work, actually. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry, I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? I open the book. The Addams Family. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. But I do notice. I just noticed me noticing. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Oh. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. This guy is crazy! He talks and reads and looks at pictures at the same time? It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Huh, 4 girls, 4 cute girls, 4 moe girls in high school? That doesn't sound familiar at all. Madman? Madman? Where's a madman? Who's a madman? Typical slice of life affair. Suisekiseki. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Oh my. We're very close. Right, are you sure this isn't boring you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. What's the deal? Look at her eyes, though. Like, she's got these black lines here. That's, She is a Terminator, isn't she? I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Huh? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry? Huh. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. Can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. That's right. Digital Hokius, butter her up. That's good. That's, yes. Oh dear. Now we're going somewhere else. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. Hi, Mayor B. You're just in time. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Oh, she's blushing. Look at the little blush. Jeez, that's enough. Are you going to keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she's started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki! Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Oh, I heard the sound effect of her collapsing into me, even though she didn't move. Jeez! Holy crap! Okay! That's just... Oh boy. Oh geez. Natsuki, are you okay? That's not the speech of someone who's okay. Here, Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. You're not yourself when you're hungry. Have a Snickers. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Hokius. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. Yeah, sure. That just happens. It could happen to anyone. Whose size? Natsuki, she's not even on screen right now. So I can't pay attention. Bummer. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Alright, who am I sharing a poem with? Somebody pick. Like, even now, the game is just like... Ah, black eyes! Alright, I will not eat the protein bars. Oh, boy. Don't do it, Jojo. It's not worth it. Not Monica. Alright, well, Natsuki's probably eating a protein bar, so let's start with Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Ew, chocolate peanut butter, gross. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. Yes, Mayor B! Have I ever had recess? Yeah. Oh, Reese's! Yeah, but that's different from chocolate peanut butter protein bars. Those aren't good. Reese's are good. They have a lot more sugar in them. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? No, you didn't. Is the room tilting again? Or am I imagining that? Uh-oh. Somebody get a Snickers for Maria. We're losing her! Ew, I'm so sorry. Why did I suddenly became Monica? The game is affecting me. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't gotten anywhere. Yeah, you think that, but do I trust you? It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. Okay, so we've done this. We can skip this. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright. You think Natsuki's good to go now? Or should we talk to Monica first? Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. And what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said... Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, huh, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it. Oh, dear. I bumped the microphone and it made the music skip and it made the webcam freeze. That was fun. Hope? Candy, 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 candy. I want candy. Who's got candy? Somebody give me some candy. I want candy. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Can you all see me? Can you all hear me? Just making sure I'm back before I keep going again. Alright. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. That's so weird. Ooh, you're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. Hi! 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 That's unfortunate. Simonabub. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Alright, so the rest of this is like her normal stuff. Goodbye, bozo. Alright, so that leaves Monica. Hi, Hokius. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going on with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, Less nightmare, please. Yes, less nightmare, please. More Sayori, please. Want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Hokius. Ho? Ho? Good question. We've got to save Kairi. Yeah, sure, but, just one question. Who's Kairi? We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's not that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. She's my imaginary friend that I used to walk to school with. Yeah, that's true. Is that Riku? It's a lewd, whatever it is. Lore lewd. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Hokius. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No, it kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. What happened to my voice? I don't think that's Aqua. And there's Drakao lewd. Apparently, I need a lewd emote. I need to have enough subscribers to add another emote, and then I need a lewd to make it lewd. Because everyone's got a lewd emote but me. So take that as a compliment. Those are Kingdom Hearts for sure. Axel, Kairi, Axel, Roxas, Serventus, and Sora. Lewd Axel is what I need? Perhaps so. If you say so, yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you, so that when she gets the demon eyes, you can protect yourself. Distract her with the snacks and then run away. It seems what you need to do here is... She'll cling to you like a puppy. Set it on fire. She got rescued. And she's just like hanging out now. She's just like, I'm a real boy now. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. That's rude. Gotta have money and food. Or money for food, or food for money. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. And gets the demon eyes, like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Yes, let's look at the bright side of the girl who is being starved by her parents. Well, Monica's kind of a gossip, to be fair. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Seriously, that's terrifying. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in a wall, but he wasn't looking at... Oh, she's got a different poem this time. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Remember when I was like, I want to romance Monica because she's adorable and not terrifying at all. I take it all back. I take it all back, all of it. So if I had to guess, I would say that she trapped Sayori in a poem. which is terrifying. Cool. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback when you put my girlfriend in a poem. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Why are you asking that question? This is a dangerous question. Oh, I can skip. Why would I? This is a different poem, so why would I skip this? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, but he should remember the poem he just read, which was terrifying. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. I actually, for a while, I was writing haikus on Twitter every day, and I wanted to write one the last couple of days, but I haven't been able to come up with a topic that I felt like writing about. But I'll probably write another haiku on Twitter very soon. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper, then tidy it up later. I haven't written any haikus I'm proud of. I just keep writing them anyway. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. It's a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if there's... the music. Oh dear. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all, I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Huh. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Hokius did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Hokius liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, we're gonna get more demon words, aren't we? Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? Oh, we got the bouncy again. I like the bouncy. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Hokius appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? I No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. By the way, I am full of myself, because if I wasn't full of myself, I'd have to be full of one of you. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew his eyes bigger as soon as Hokius started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... Yeah, I have that problem too. This doesn't involve you! Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? What? Look who's talking, you wannabe edgy bitch! I don't think she said that last time. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point! Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? Right. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. Oh, snap! You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Hokius hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here. Yeah, that was probably too far, but... Hokius! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I get dragged into this? I couldn't keep up with the rest of it. But we picked Natsuki for this run, so we gotta pick Natsuki now. Consistency. This isn't weird. Holy crap! That's just not necessary! Monica? Hey, Hokius, why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Excuse me. Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. Hint, hint. Nudge, nudge. Stab. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh, you need to send that to me. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Hokius, Please don't hate me. Please, I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Why do I feel like Monika's gonna make sure she forgets about it? Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Hokius. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I really don't have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but... Okay. Maybe? I don't know. Right. Cute things, food, milk. Holy, what the? Okay. Parfait. Sparkle. Sweet. Poof. Bunny. Oh, I should have chosen the weird word. No. Oh, well now the weird word's not coming. So what did I pick? I picked... Oh, it's different words. Clouds. Precious. Giggle. Puppy. Cute. Vanilla. Strawberry. Hop. Sugar. Bunny. Holiday. Kawaii. Twirl. Kitty. Marshmallow. Rainbow. Decode what message? Flower. Bubbles. Oh, well, that's weird. It's one of those weird internet things, probably. Unless you've been infected by Doki Doki Literature Club, which... Oh, well. Smile. And... chocolate. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. It won't stay that way. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Hokius. Hi, Yuri. No. Yuri's in your living room. Well, sweet. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Was it the demon eyes? I bet it was the demon eyes. Or maybe it was the tilting classroom. It could have been a variety of things. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Hokius, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. It's true. It's true that we did. And I'm really glad that you joined the club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and, sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But... Mibble, sailcloth, blindside, lifeline, and hospitality, faultlessly effortless grenadine. I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. No, I was not looking at the face. The face is fine. Nothing happened to her face. Don't bring up her face. Does anybody have a protein bar? I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not! What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense at all, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still really not good yet. Yes, I know I read those out of order. Deal with it. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So, I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Hokius. Monica smiles sweetly, and the other girls disappear. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Hokius, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after that book you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. It just, like, went black there for a minute. That was weird. What's the story about, anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. Right. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. I don't want to read this book. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Hokius? No, it's not that. It's that you terrify me. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories. So, don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people, and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly... But I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. Do you also... Does he? I haven't noticed that. Yeah, I wasn't seeing that. Jojo, do you also relate to the part where she suddenly turns into a demon and sometimes her face pixelates? I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. My whole body gets incredibly... I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes! Jeez. Okay. That was... like, I feel actually kind of good about that yes now, but that was definitely not... I didn't mean it to sound like that when I started saying it. Oh yes. You're right. You're right on top of it, Kenny. You're doing great. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I'd put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Very smooth. I remember this. This happened on the first day last time, though. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's... I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone else. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. All right. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. Oh geez, this is... I remember this next thing, and it's going to be so creepy this time, I'm sure. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just bathing in the feeling of your body. Oh, Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I wish I could read that just a little bit faster, because I'm pretty sure that that was gonna go somewhere. I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I'm glad for your protein bar, goodbye, Jojo. I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Oh, that makes sense. No? Not dipped in blood? Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Oh, okay, that makes sense. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. Ha! I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh, jeez. Something terrifying is going to happen here. I just know it. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. Always drink the cookies separately. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Her eye moved, but she didn't get creepy yet. To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah! Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. Yeah, we had this just... Wait. Is Drew part of this game? Because he said the same thing last time we did this scene. Has Drew been a lie the entire time? Instead, I just assume... Yeah, we continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Well, that was weird. I could have sworn I saw my phone screen light up out of the corner of my eye, and I looked over, and my phone wasn't even where I saw my phone screen light up. So apparently Doki Doki Literature Club has invaded real life. If you all never hear from me again, I want you to know that I loved you all, and I hope all of your paths are paved with hexagonal stones, okay? Just want you all to know that. Let's continue. Like an intimate exchange, my thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri! This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her. Yeah, that face. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Okay, This is creeping me out a little bit, this face. Also, I just realized, like, the way her ear is with her hair is also creeping me out. I'm very creeped out right now. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Because you are not looking alright, girl. Okay? Yuri's been a little fidgety since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. Holy crap, that face! That face! Out of all the things that have happened in this stream, that face is what's gonna haunt my dreams tonight. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. My breathing? Let me loosen my shirt a little bit. What on earth was that about? Hokius? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. So I cannot show my poem to Yuri today. Fascinating. But it is after 10 o'clock, and I think I've terrified myself enough times tonight. Alright, fine. Since it's only 2 poems, we'll read the poems. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. But I actually picked all 20 words to appeal to her. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So that's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. I'm sensing some passive aggressiveness. A little teensy bit. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Tebble bibbid zib ev lil fro x faves q equals speed. Okay, I'm done. That ain't no binary. I read the title for you. I think that's gonna have to suffice. Base 64. Drop the bass! 64. Hokius, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Did you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. Oh, jeez. Not the creepy, high-pitched laughter. That should be obvious by now. Oh, jeez, her face! So just play with me instead, okay? You don't hate me, Hokius, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me! Don't ruin it, please! Just stop talking to Yuri! Play with me instead! It's all I have! Play with me! Play with me! Don't! Jeez! Why did I let you talk me into continuing to play this? Up until tonight, I was really worried. It was perfect. I was really worried that this game was not going to freak me out, and I was going to feel terrible for playing this game and not being sufficiently freaked out for all of you. I don't have that concern anymore. Oddly enough, I feel confident that I'm freaked out enough for you. Hi again, Hokius. How's the writing going? The worst part was like the sound effect. If her neck had just done that, it would have been bad enough, but then the sound effect just... Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I need to add a highlight. I need to make a highlight reel of the stream. Of the whole, of like, take this video and also probably Monday's video, and if we don't finish it Monday, we may play Tuesday too, and take all of like the screams and all of this really scary stuff and make a highlight video of it like I used to do for Bloodborne. Yes, I need some of that too. This is such a nice game. It's so cute. It's lovely. And then yes, that'll be perfect. The reason I stopped doing highlight reel videos like I did for Bloodborne was because it takes forever, but I think it's going to be worth it for this. You think so? Okay. The Transformer sound. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, great job, Hokius. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. So much. You missed everything. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? I did not pick for Yuri! What the heck? Thank you for the follow, J. Maria Graywall. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. Oh boy. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. No, I know you don't mean it like it's a bad thing. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really! Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, extending, piercing, red, green, blue, and this cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, screech, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. like playing a checkerboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathtaking breathing rib cage. Delete her. Well, that was a poem. I'm reading. That must be how the poem was written, because I'm just reading what's on the page. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. What the fuck? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, now I can share with Yuri. Oh my gosh, save. You know we have a save command so you can sing at me or whatever. Alright, yeah, fine, we'll do it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. Huh? I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. What the heck? Wheel, a rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, something harness, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock. I almost said a ticking duck. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox. Breathing bolt head. Breathing ship. Breathing portal. Breathing snakes. Breathing God. Breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. I thought so. Might be the best poem I've ever read. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Thanks. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about anything. I like when Papa gives me lunch money. I like when Papa comes home before sundown. I like when Papa cooks. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to dress. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. I like when Papa keeps food in the house. I like when Papa uses his inside voice. I like when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins in the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. So this is obviously from Natsuki. All right, and we're stopping there because we got to stop somewhere. And if we don't stop there, we might never stop, and I might never sleep again. Right, so first of all, let's hit those beautiful end credits. Thank you to everyone who supports the stream, our mods, including Kenny now, the subscribers, and of course, my beautiful patrons. I've got to work in the morning, or I probably would be willing to. All right, Drew, I will absolutely call you Big Papa. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Just to make sure we all know the schedule, Saturday night, gonna play some Space Quest 4. Yes, that's how you plan. And then we're gonna, since we haven't finished this, we'll bring this back Monday night instead of Persona 5. Both of those streams, of course, at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And, well, we'll see. Apparently, we should finish this Monday night. If we don't, I may push for a Tuesday stream, because I really want to finish this before the end of October, and I'm not going to be available Wednesday or Thursday night next week. Yeah. All right, so that's it for me. Thank you all for coming. You're all beautiful. You're all lovely. You're all amazing. I hope you have a great night, a beautiful night, and may all of your paths be paved with hexagonal stones. And this is the part where I do a quick shout out to all of my beautiful patrons. Go to my Patreon, linked in the description below, and sign up for as little as $1 a month to join them in helping me make more videos like this.